Forward Draw Crossbow Assembly. Before assembling your forward draw crossbow, such as the Horton Legend Ultralight, inventory your parts. Your package should contain a stock assembly and a bow assembly. If you purchased your model with an AccuDraw 50 or AccuDraw cocking mechanism, it will be pre-installed in the buttstock. Your scope will also be pre-mounted and bore-sighted for 20 yards. In addition to the complete bow and stock assemblies, the package will contain a Vibra Cush already pre-positioned for assembly, foot stirrup, tool pack with wrenches, main assembly bolt, sample tube of lubricant, cable saver, and an owner's manual packet, which includes the owner's general instructions manual, your specific crossbow model assembly instructions, and an AccuDraw or AccuDraw 50 manual, if either is pre-installed on your crossbow. To assemble the crossbow, attach the cable saver to the cables by first locating the deeper of the two grooves in the cable saver. Right next to where the cables cross one another, snap the top cable into the deeper cable saver groove and the bottom cable into the shallower groove. This technique will allow the cables to remain relatively level, which will also help prevent limb twisting when cocking the bow. Apply a small amount of string wax to the cable saver's concave side, or dish. To connect the two assemblies, position the bowstring on top of the barrel as you insert the cables and cable saver into the barrel's cable slot, mating the dish of the cable saver to the convex track inside the cable slot. Then, pull the bow assembly toward the trigger assembly until the riser rod aligns with the holes in the Vibra Cush and riser. To avoid cutting or fraying the cables, do not twist or rock the bow assembly to the extent that you rub the cables along the slightly sharp edges of the barrel's cable slot. Doing so could cause them to break and result in serious personal injury. Both lifting the bowstring off the barrel surface and pulling it toward your body will help to seat the bow assembly securely against the stock assembly. Next, install the main assembly bolt and tighten it. It will be easier to turn the assembly bolt if you lift the string off the barrel with your free hand while tightening the main assembly bolt. To avoid excessive serving wear on molded barrel models, you may need to tighten the bolt a bit more until you relieve the excess string pressure. Then, insert the foot stirrup. Make sure that the valley in the stirrup's foot pad points down so that it does not block the arrow's flight path. Installing it upside down could result in serious personal injury or potential loss of life if the arrow were to hit the stirrup. Tighten the set screws on the bottom of the riser to lock the main assembly bolt and the foot stirrup in place. Follow your owner's manual instructions for lubricating your bow and waxing your string and cables, and you're ready to head outdoors to fine-tune your scope.